Good morning. Today I will present you a topic which is of very great importance in the language of English, which is called as tenses. Without tenses, you cannot speak correct English, fluent English. In order to speak fluent English, there should be a strong command over tenses. So my today's PPT is based on tenses, a very important basic grammar topic. So tenses are very important according to the spoken English. It denotes a particular time of action. So that is very helpful to us. Without proper timing of present, past, future, we cannot speak properly. So for that I have made a PPT for the simplification of this topic. So what are tenses? So tenses are actually the grammar topic where you have to speak fluently. It denotes a proper time of action, and accordingly you can speak with your colleagues, your friends, your relatives without any hesitation. So that is very important. Most of the time students find error and then they are unable to speak correct English, and which gives a very bad impression. So that is why let us discuss about the tenses. So there are some basic tenses. First of all, let me make it very clear to you. Basically there are three tenses. The first one is simple present tense, then the second is simple past tense, and the third one is simple future tense. If you are talking about the present situation, you can use it in a simple present way, or I can give you an example. If you say she reads a newspaper, so this is an example of simple present tense, the first time. Now after simple present tense comes simple past tense. Now if you want to convert this into simple past, the same sentence, so it will be she read a newspaper. So this will become simple past. Instead of reads, we change the verb into the past second form, and that is why it became simple past tense. Then the third one will be simple future tense. If I say they will help the poor and the needy, so this will become simple future tense, where the modal auxiliary will plays a very significant and important role. So these are the basic three tenses. Then we are also going to discuss about the subtypes. There are 9 subtypes of this. So in all there are 12 tenses. For that, in order to master the 12 tenses, verbs are very important. We should know what is a verb. Okay. So a word which shows action is called as a verb. So there are 3 types of verbs, 3 forms I must say. First one is present, second one is past, and the third one is past participle. These are the 3 forms of verbs. If you know all the 3 forms of the verbs, then you will be able to solve this topic or understand this topic very easily. But if you are not having command over all the 3 forms, then it will be creating a little bit of problem. So for that, let us discuss further what other types are. So I am well sure that you must be very fine with the first 3 tenses, that is simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Now let us move towards the next one. Now starts the continuous tense. Continuous tense means the work that is going on. The work is in progress. Continuous tense is also called as progressive tense. Okay. So there should be some continuity. So what we add in this, whenever we are talking about continuous tense, there should be ing in the verb. We have to add ing in the verb, and then it becomes a continuous action. So if I say present continuous tense, the children are playing in the garden. So this is an example of present continuous tense where the verb is are playing. Here you will come across 2 verbs. One will be helping verb and the another will be main verb. With this, the sentence construction will be proper. Then after that comes past continuous tense. Past continuous tense shows you I was reading when he called. So here again you will come across two verbs. One will be helping verb, another one will be main verb. Was is helping verb and reading is your main verb. And accordingly, the future continuous tense, he will be eating his breakfast when he wakes up. So this is an example of future continuous tense where you come across will be eating. So will become your helping verb and eating will become your main verb. So when you combine these rules along with the helping verb, then only you will get the proper answer. So now we are halfway down. As I told you, there are 12 tenses. So we are halfway down. We have already completed 6 tenses. Now let us discuss about the next 6 tenses. Now this is the next tense, which is called as perfect tense. Perfect tense means the work which is over, which is done, which is completed. The last 3 tenses that we learned was continuous tense, the work which was going on. And these 3 tenses that we are going to learn are perfect tenses. The work which was going on is completed now, is done now. Okay. So here there are some rules again that you have to follow in order to understand when to use present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. So in present perfect tense, we have to bifurcate the pronouns with the helping verbs. With he, she, it, we have to use has plus past participle, that is the third form of the verb. And with I, you, we, they, we have to use have plus past participle. So when you understand the difference between has and have, you won't make mistakes. So let me give an example. I have finished my work. So what did I use with I? Have. So this way you have to make your examples. If I say he has eaten his supper, so that becomes another example of present perfect tense. Okay, so you have to keep in mind when to use has and when to use have in present perfect tense. Now let's move on towards the past perfect tense. In past perfect tense, we have to use had plus past participle. This formula, had plus past participle. So she had given a letter of apology. If I give you an example like this, so this becomes an example of past perfect tense. And the last one, future perfect tense. He will have played cricket. This is an example of future perfect tense. So with this, we have come up to 9 tenses. Now the last 3 tenses. Now this is a combination of perfect and continuous tense. This is a combination of perfect and continuous tense where you have to show, you have to mention, you have to talk in such a way where perfect and continuous both will come together. So for that we will have to use a helping verb been. With been we can complete the sentence. So if I say I have been writing a letter, this becomes an example of present perfect continuous tense. Then after that comes past perfect continuous tense. So I will give you an example here of past perfect continuous tense. He had been playing in the garden. So what did I do? Instead of has, I used had. Okay, so this became past perfect continuous tense. And the last one will be future perfect continuous tense. They will have been singing with the group. So this becomes an example of future perfect continuous tense. So these were the 12 tenses that I taught you, right from simple present tense up to future perfect continuous tense. But make sure each and every tense has its own rule. So you have to first of all stick to the rules, and then only you will be able to solve, or you will be able to understand what are tenses. So this is actually the next slide that I want to show. Tenses in everyday conversation. What is its practical usage? So understanding tenses isn't just for exams. You have to use it in practical sense, in practical way also. Okay? It can narrate some events, then it can describe the routines, then it can make some plans and share some experiences. So for all these things, tenses is applicable in everyday life. Very, very important. This another slide is just a practice session. There are 3 examples that I have given you. You may solve it at home or you may solve it, discuss with one another. The first example is, by next year I dash learn to speak French fluently. The second example is, she dash watched a movie when her phone rang. And the third example is, the sun always dash rise in the east. So the verbs I have given you in the bracket, you have to make use of the correct form of the verbs and then you have to solve it accordingly. Okay? So this is just a practice session. So I hope whatever I have discussed in my topic, you must have understood it. It will be quite helpful to you, and accordingly you make your own sentences with the rules that I gave you. It will be quite helpful to you. Thank you very much.